morning, boys and girls, and welcome to SBPL Storytime and Craft. Yes, Miss Jen will be here very soon to do a craft with us. But first, we have a story to read. In fact, our story today is about bats in one of my favorite places in the world. You'll see what that is in just a second. But before we do that, you guys had an awesome challenge to do this week. Your challenge was to find 10 things in your house. They could be matching things, they could be not matching things, but you guys found some amazing stuff in your house and sent them to me. Let's take a look at your 10 things challenge. First up, we have Ahan with his 10 vehicles. Look at all those awesome vehicles. Great job, Ahan. Thanks for sharing. And here's Ashvika, who drew 10 pictures of friends with sidewalk chalk on her street. Great job, Ashi. And of course, I can't forget my friends Regan, Charlie, and Rosie. Regan made a collection of 10 magnets from the fridge, while Rosie stacked 10 Jenga blocks. And Charlie stacked 10 alphabet blocks. Girls, fantastic job. Thank you so much for sharing. And finally, here's Adelaide with her collection of 10 stuffed animals. She has way more than that, but this is just 10 of them. Boys and girls, what an awesome job you did. Thank you so much for taking part in that challenge. I love when you guys share what you are up to at your homes. I have a new challenge for you though. Your challenge is to build something. I want you to build the tallest tower you can. You can build the tallest tower out of anything. Anything your parents let you build a tower out of. You can use blocks, you could use Legos, you could use books, you could use dishes, maybe don't use dishes, but you can build a tower out of anything you want. Build the tallest tower you can. Take a picture of yourself with that tower, send the picture to my email address, and I will be sharing those on next Tuesday's Storytime. Now, we have Storytime together tomorrow on WebEx, 11 a.m. If you have not asked for an invitation yet, just send me an email and I will get you an invitation today to let you take part in our Storytime together, face-to-face Storytime. And Monday, we will be doing Storytime live on Facebook Live, so make sure you tune into that. But right now, it's time for our opening song. Are you ready? Let's do it. One.
Yep, I'm ready.
He's ready. 1, 2, 3. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, shout hooray, hooray! If you're ready for a story, shout hooray, hooray! Well, it's time for us to read, so sit and listen, please. But if you're ready for a story, shout hooray, hooray! Woohoo! Great job, guys. And great job, Dean. Thanks for the help. Well, I promised you our story today is about bats in my favorite place in the world. And do you know what my favorite place in the world is?
What?
Let's find out. My favorite place in the world is the library. This book is called Bats at the Library. Are you ready to read?
Yep.
Are you ready to read?
Yep.
Let's do it. Another inky evening's here. The air is cool and calm and clear. We feasted, fluttered, swooped and soared, and yet we're still a little bored. All this sameness leaves us blue and makes us ache for something new. The world spreads quickly from afar. A window has been left ajar. Can it be true? Oh, can it be? Yes. Bat night at the library. The sky is lively as we race together toward our favorite place. Eager wings beat autumn air. Look, that's it, we're almost there. Then, squeezed together, wing to wing, we rocket through the opening. We've waited for this night all year, but this is it. At last, we're here. For most old bats, this isn't new. They've got lots of things to do. They'll flutter off and lose themselves among the books lined up on shelves. Other bats, in munchy moods, will study guides to fancy foods. or hang out by a lamp instead to talk about the books they've read. But little bats will have to learn the reason that we must return. The ones who haven't come before have no idea what's in store. Some of them will drift away and figure out a game to play, like shaping shadows on the wall or wingtip tag around the hall. This big box is loads of fun, blasting brighter than the sun. Instead of copying books from shelves, we can duplicate ourselves. Doesn't matter where you look, there's nothing like a pop-up book. The fountain water's nice and cool and makes a splendid swimming pool. Please keep it down, you must behave. The library is not your cave. It's hard to settle down and read when life flits by at dizzying speed. But storytime is just the thing to rest a play-exhausted wing. And if we listen, we will hear some distant voices drawing near. Louder, louder, louder still, they coax and pull us in until everyone, old bat or pup, has been completely swallowed up and lives inside a book instead of simply hearing something read. Breathless, lost within the tale, no one sees the sky grow pale. What is that light? A lamp? The moon? Our bookish feast can't end so soon. It feels as though we've just begun, but now we leave our books half done. Through the window, into sky, it's much too late, we've got to fly. But maybe a librarian will give us bats this chance again, and leave a window open wide to let us share the world inside. For now we'll dream of things we've read, a universe inside each head. Every evening, one and all, we'll listen for that late night call. Can it be true? Oh, can it be? Yes! Bat night at the library. And that's the end of Bats at the Library. I love that feeling of getting lost in a story and just completely losing track of time. In fact, I think I did it last night, and that's why I'm so tired today. But you know what'll wake me up? Doing a craft with Miss Jen. And Miss Jen is ready to do a craft with us. So let's get to it. Miss Jen, let's do a craft.
Hi guys, Miss Jen here today with this morning's craft/activity. You could call this a sculpture, so it's a craft, or you could call it a building activity, kind of like Jenga. It's a little of both for me. So it's not about the product, it's about the process. This could be ongoing, like a puzzle you're making or a castle you're building with blocks. You could make a castle with this. But what's fun is, and what's been fun with a lot of the crafts I've been doing, is just walking around the house, seeing what I already have. So I don't have to go shopping. Just use what you have. And this can get bigger and bigger, like a puzzle I'm putting together, like Jenga. And I just collected a lot of toilet paper tubes, paper towel tubes, pieces of cardboard from cereal boxes or boxes, paper plates, aluminum foil, and I'm not done. So I have other things I have yet to put on. So really all you need is whatever you find. I've found that cardboard is the best to use because it's nice and sturdy. You will find that things topple over. So it's a lot of trial and error. It can be frustrating, but you feel a little accomplished once you get something to stand still without falling over. And it's not meant to carry around. While I'm showing you this, it might actually collapse on me. But I had fun painting the tubes, putting wrapping paper on the tubes. And as I said, I'm not yet done. I'm still trying to figure out what else I'm going to do with it. I have 4 sides on this box that holds my cat's cat food cans when it comes in the mail. So I'm going to keep going with that. I think what I'll do though is take it apart and show you a little bit about how you would get it ready to build or create. All right, and so you'll be needing scissors. I did not use any glue or tape. So let's look at all the ingredients we need and how we put them together. Okay, so I'll start showing you what I found around the house to start my building sculpting activity. This is just the bottom of a cat food can container that came in the mail. I really liked using this because it has 4 sides, which makes it fun because you can build using each side. It's kind of like a nice foundation. It's very sturdy. If you don't use something with the edges, you'll have to just do it in the center, and things can fall over more easily. You can do it any way you want. You could have your sculpture right in the middle of a box, or you don't even have to use a box, or you could make use of those sides, which are great. See that? It sticks for a while. You have to be patient with it because it may fall, and then you have to try again and try again. But that's what I started out with, and of course, scissors. Mainly, that's all I did was make cuts. However, yes, I did use glue. I forgot. I wrapped a lot of my tubes up with wrapping paper. I found some other things around. Here's a cat food can. If you look in your recycling, you will find so much. If you look in junk drawers, you will find so much you can use. It's fun. What's great about a lot of the cardboard that you'll find, like on cereal boxes, is it's nice and pliable. And that's actually the same goes for the tubes. They're nice and squishy, which means you can end up making them bend and mold and just change the shape of your whole sculpture if you want to. In fact, speaking of that, I used foil to make little connectors to put tubes together. That worked really well. It's really, we used it last week for a craft, and it's nice and squishy and stable. You don't need glue for this. Hair ties or rubber bands are great connectors also. It's kind of fun. So basically, I'll just take 2 tubes. That's how I began it. Take my box. And I just take 2 of those slits that I cut. Remember, make sure you cut slits all around the ends. You don't have to measure or anything. Just see, I don't know if you can see. It's hard with the wrapping paper. There you go. Now I think you can see, right? All those, you don't have to measure. Just cut, because you don't know where it's going to land on your other tubes and whatnot. So here I have this one resting nicely. Of course, my hand's shaking a little nervous doing this in front of everybody. I have to put it down to do it, but there. So I put one using a slit on one and a slit on the other and squish them together. And like I said, it folds nicely. So I squished it inside also. It's not like perfectly attached, but it's pretty stable. Actually, this one's not falling at all, which is nice. Let me show you again in case you didn't really see it well. So see the slits at the bottom of this one. I'm trying to show you. And then this one, same, look at the bottom. So you just pick any that you want to work with. Squish them together. You'll just have to, like I said before, trial and error. Nothing's going to be perfect, and that's kind of what's fun about it. And then at the end of it all, you can take it apart and use it another day, or just build on what you've started building. Make it more and more fun. You can take one of these guys, a hair tie, stick it in one of the little slits there, and maybe another slit. That's what I'm doing right now, trying to do. There, that's on there, so that could be a connector to something else. We'll just put it trying to get it in there. I'm telling you, shaky hands make it harder. So there's that. I could work on trying to get them to reach each other, so it's like a little loop or something like that. You could even use that then as like a little house if you wanted to play with what the fuck? Okay, so as you can see, mine has changed a bit because it started to fall apart while I was holding it up. But it's kind of cool because then you can just change it for the better. See what I mean? It's okay. Even if it happens on film, I think it's fine. I added a candy cane. Now I'll have to put it somewhere else because it just fell. Maybe, I wonder what'll happen when I try to hang it from this chopstick. It could completely ruin everything I've done. So you could make this any way you want. You could turn it into challenges for yourself, how fast you can build something, or I don't know, your challenge is build something only using tubes, or only using paper plates, or find as many interesting things around the house that you can and only build with those things.
Thank you so much, Miss Jen. Okay, boys and girls, that is all the time we have for story time today. I hope you had a great time enjoying our crafts, enjoying our stories. Remember, we have more stories coming tomorrow. If you'd like an invitation to our story time together, live face-to-face story time, just send me an email and I will get you an invitation today so that you can be with us tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. for story time together. But that's all for now, boys and girls. Until next time, stay safe, stay wonderful, and we will see you next time on SBPL Storytime. Take care, guys. See you later.